story, speaking of courage, in The Things They Carried, Norman Bowker is home in Iowa after the war. On the 4th of July, he drives around the lake, watching people going about their day. Norman remembers driving around the lake before the war with his girlfriend Sally Kramer and his friend Max Arnold, with whom he discussed the existence of God. Max drowned in the lake before the war, and Sally married while Norman was deployed. The town now seems remote somehow. As Norman drives around the hot, dry town, he knows that the town could not talk about the war, having no experience of it, and would not listen either. Norman still thinks about how he almost won the Silver Star for uncommon valor, and considers talking with his father about it. The 7 medals he did win are for common valor, just enduring the patrols, the routine daily stuff. He's proud of these medals because they prove he had done all the things soldiers do. Norman recalls Kiowa's death. The platoon camps by the Song Trebong during monsoon season, despite being told by the locals that the field is evil ground. By midnight, rain turns the field into deep, oozy soup that stinks horribly because the soldiers have accidentally camped on the village's latrine. Suddenly, the field is hit with mortars and gunfire and erupts in slop and shrapnel. Shells unearth years of waste. Norman hears Kiowa scream and crawls toward the sound. When he reaches Kiowa, only a knee, arm, and boot are visible above the mud. Where Kiowa's head should be, Norman sees bubbles. Norman pulls on Kiowa's boot, but he can't dislodge him. If he had saved Kiowa, he thinks, he'd have won the Silver Star. Norman eats at the A&W, then circles the lake for the 10th time, remembering Kiowa. Norman parks and walks into the lake, still dressed, to watch the fireworks. Norman knows what he would say and how he would say it if he could tell the story that haunts him. He'd describe the setting and then confess that, on the night of Kiowa's death, he wasn't very brave. He would have acknowledged his guilt. The town, which in this story stands in for much of the United States, doesn't want to hear the kind of war story Norman has to tell. The town wants good intentions and good deeds, not the horrid truth. It's clear that Norman is suffering because he can't tell his story.